Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to do a little Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me a couple of questions, so I thought it would be fun to go for a little walk and have a little chat. Oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. Oh, if I see all these like small children, I want to have kids so bad. This is so adorable. Until they start crying in the restaurants. That's the moment where I'm like, maybe not yet. So actually, I just want to show you guys quickly. Here, I'm on the pier, and over there is Manhattan. So yeah, I just really love to go for a little walk, and sometimes, you know, especially in the evening, when I come here, you see like the whole city is like lighting up, and I don't know, that's where I always like realize like, oh my god, I live in New York City. It's kind of special. So yeah, this spot kind of means a lot to me, and it's kind of quiet during the day. There are like kids, there are like people just like walking their dog, and I don't know, if I'm like in this whole city rush, I love to come here and kind of like take a little break from everything. So okay, I am going to take a look at all you guys' questions right now. Okay, the first question: what is the most challenging in the modeling industry? The most challenging, well, the most challenging for me personally was that you're always like on the road by yourself. You're always traveling alone in airplanes, you're alone in the airports, jobs. You always meet like new people on jobs, obviously, but most of the time you're like alone, and sometimes it can be very hard. Also, what I always had difficulties with was that everything is so last minute. Sometimes, you know, I'm having a nice walk here and I get a phone call, hey, you have to go to the airport now. You have a job in London tomorrow. I feel it's really hard to keep up with your routine then, because you have to look fresh, you have to be fit, and then with the traveling it's very hard to have this routine or building relationships, like, because you're always gone. So I think that's the most challenging about the modeling industry. Then I have a question from Julie. Was there a time in which you didn't feel confident about your own body? Yeah, there was actually a time, and this actually has to do a little bit with modeling. A couple years ago, when I was doing like 40 shows a season, like we would start in New York, Paris, London and Milan, and after like 6 weeks of like no sleep, just doing shows and traveling, I became like super skinny, and I just felt tired, I felt unhealthy, and people would actually say like, oh my god, you look amazing, because I was so skinny, but I didn't feel good. And I think that's also why I didn't feel confident in my own body. I felt too skinny. I wanted to have curves, I wanted to have boobs, and I wanted to have a butt, like to look good in bikini like other girls. So yeah, there was definitely a time that I didn't feel confident as well, and now I have much more like a routine, and I'm much more like conscious, and I make time to yeah, to be healthy. What is your to-go hangout spot in Manhattan? This one is from Isabella. Well, at the moment it is Amar in Soho, which is the pop-up restaurant I opened up. It's actually open in June, July and August, so it has a little terrace, so it's super fun also to just hang out. And I don't know, I meet almost every day like people for lunch there or for a drink. So if you're in New York City, don't forget to pass by. Mini B, describe yourself in one word. Positive? Yeah. Oh my god, one word, that's really hard. I think it's positive. I feel I'm always positive. Even if things go south, I always try to look at like the bright side of it. Yeah. Positive. Do you ever struggle with self-doubt and feeling not good enough in your life or career? Yeah, so I think a lot of people think that being a model, you're like super confident and you're always sure about yourself, but I really feel that this industry makes you kind of insecure, because I'm so often like up for jobs and I meet the people, and yeah, if you don't get booked sometimes, or especially in the beginning of my career, I would take that kind of personal. I would be like, oh, am I not pretty enough, or am I not nice enough, or is my body not good, or like what's wrong, you know? And sometimes it's a completely different reason why a client doesn't want to book you, because they're looking for a brunette, or I had very often that the jeans were too short on me. Like these small little things I don't know about, or like at the beginning I could be quite insecure about it, but now I learned to, yeah, don't give it. Okay, actually there were a lot of questions about food, obviously, because you guys know that I love food. Do you ever count calories? This is actually a good one, because I don't count calories. I do use an app to track other things. I'm gonna tell you more about it, but I don't think a calorie says anything, because I rather have a big salad with avocado and salmon and quinoa for lunch instead of a bag of chips. When Max and I were in Thailand, we did this like whole test in like a hospital to see like if we got like all the nutrients, if we were lacking vitamins, and we noticed that Max was actually lacking a couple of things in his diet, and that's where we started using the app LiveSum. And on this app you can track all the food you take in, if it has all the fats, if it has your carbs, if it has your proteins, and it really like shows you if you're balanced that day, or if you got enough of everything, and if you got your macros. So we've been using that. So it's not calorie counting, but it's more yeah, knowing about the nutritional value. What are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? So a friend of mine recently introduced me to intermittent fasting. She was doing it for a while and I've never heard. And for the people who don't know what it is, you fast I think for 16 hours and then you eat for 8 hours. So for example, you eat between 12 and 8 p.m. and then the whole evening and morning until 12 p.m. next day you don't eat. I have never tried it, but I do notice lately that when I wake up, I'm not really craving like breakfast like I used to. So I already noticed that I eat quite late in the day, and I don't know, I feel good about it. So I could maybe want to try it, and maybe not the 16-hour fasting, maybe like 12 hours. But I don't know, maybe I should try it out and make a video about it. For a lot of people it works, for some people it doesn't, so it's really up to you. What is your favorite cheat meal? I don't know, I hate the word cheat meal, because if you cheat you feel guilty, and I feel if you sometimes give yourself a treat you shouldn't feel guilty. But I really love everything with chocolate. I'm like a huge chocolate obsessed, like pizza and everything. I don't really care about chocolate, that's my thing. Did you ever party a lot? Yes, I used to party a lot. Compared to now, I'm such like a grandma actually. No, I don't know. I think when I was 16 I started going out, and we would always go to parties with my friends. Then on holidays, and yeah, I was like a social animal. I just really loved to party. And even when I came in New York, I mean, yeah, I wanted to discover like the night scene, and I would go out a lot with my girlfriends, and I think it's also good that I did that. And now I'm more like chilled, and I like to go out on like a festival or something, but I don't go like clubbing really anymore. It's more that now I like to go to like a bar, have a glass of wine with some friends, or even at home play games, drink a little bit, or yeah, festivals. Are you also into girls? Good question. Well, I have a boyfriend. I love women. I love my girlfriends. Some women I find very attractive, but no, I'm not. I couldn't fall in love with a girl. No. Do you see Max and you spending our lives together? Yes. I mean, obviously you guys know him, but yes. I never had really boyfriends before, but you know, if you know, you know, I say. What is your weekly workout routine like? So a lot of people think that I eat healthy all the time, that I work out like 6 times a week, but it's not true, you know. Like, I eat sometimes unhealthy as well, and I think with the traveling and everything, you can break down my workouts to 3 to 4 times a week. It really depends. If I'm in New York, I always try to do at least 4 or 5, but sometimes when I'm traveling, it's only like once or twice a week. And I also really try to make a combination between like some Pilates and yoga, or maybe a run, or just some weight training. And sometimes my workouts are even 20 minutes, 30 minutes max, just like short to feel good, but not even that intense. And I think this is really important, because if you do too many workouts, your body goes in this like fight modus and builds up a lot of stress, and that's not gonna make you feel good either. I'm already quite far in this little chat with you guys. So many crying babies here. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy watching this Q&A video. If you have any other questions, then please leave me in the comments below, and I'll try to respond to everything, and then I will see you guys in my next video. I just want to say big kisses from New York.